That's rude.
Only if you know the context.
I do know the context.
Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is
Kay.
And today we are reviewing Charming.
Charming.
No, you're charming.
No, you are.
You're breathtaking!
Charming is an interesting take on the princess storyline because it's more on the Charming storyline. And we haven't really gotten an individual story like this about Charming until now. So the story goes, Charming is cursed as a baby. And anybody that looks into his eyes, if you're female, will be instantly fall in love with him. And you might ask, well, isn't that a good thing?
No.
It's not, because then every single person, female, looks into your eyes and falls in love with you. And that means they are very grumpy husbands and men all around his village. And so as he grows older, he wants to break the curse because I think it's his 18th birthday.
21st.
Oh, I'm glad you got that right. I think by the time, if he doesn't... I think it's permanent on his 21st birthday when the clock strikes 12 or something.
Oh, yeah. When the sun sets or something. You know those curses.
And the only thing that can fix the curse is love's true love's kiss. True love's kiss. So it's reversed.
Yeah.
So where it's normally the females. And so he's engaged at the beginning to 3 of the most most well-known princesses. You got Snow White, you got...
Cinderella.
Yeah. Who's the third one?
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
So 2 who are awoken by true love's kiss.
Yeah.
And one with the glass slipper.
Yes.
Prince Charming.
Yes.
Poor Prince Charming.
So he rescues them all, which is quite funny because there's always a Prince Charming, and so he is the Prince Charming. So I thought the premise was quite interesting. It was quite fun. First thing I should say, if you were thinking of going to see this film as just a bunch of adults, then
don't. Maybe
it is fun, but it's definitely for families. So take your younger kids to go and see a fun Saturday morning film. It's from the producer of the guy who did all the Shrek films, all 4 Shreks. So it definitely has that feel, cartoon wise, animated wise. I got that same feel. There are some things I liked, like I mentioned to you earlier about Emperor's New Groove, which is one of my favorite animated films.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Where Charming, the camera stops on Charming, and you hear what's going on inside his voice. Wow.
Wow, babe. Inside his head.
What's going on inside my head?
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear what's going on inside his head, and that definitely is a nod to films that have done that, like The Emperor's New Groove. And unfortunately, sometimes the jokes that they're writing in those moments don't hit. I don't think the adults will laugh, and I don't think the kids will get them.
No.
Saying that, there are a couple that do hit, because I did laugh twice.
I think I laughed twice too.
There you go. There is, if you've heard of Mark Kermode, he has this tried and tested thing about comedies, or about funny films, that you need to laugh a certain amount of times. I'm not sure we did, but we did laugh a certain amount of times. I do think this film will go over well with, say, young teens, female teens specifically, probably, because of the music.
It's the music, yeah.
It's a musical.
It is a musical.
Which I wasn't expecting. There are at least 6 numbers.
Oh, at least.
It
felt like every few minutes there was another musical number.
They don't always break out into dancing. Sometimes it's just a musical song over
montage
over
to move
a sequence.
Story.
Yeah. So they're telling the story to move along quicker.
Yeah.
While some person is doing something without giving a story away. I would say that the beginning of the story for me did drag, and I was like, oh no, this is not going to be good. What am I going to say about this film? But as it carries on, wow, my English.
So good today.
I speak well. As it carries on, the adventure that they have to go on, there's running the gauntlet, and the 2 characters that are on this adventure together, it's quite fun because they have to do adventurous things. They meet giant females who want to eat people, which I thought was pretty dark. There are all of these things that they have to do on their journey, and that was really fun. I was engaged in that way. Every time I was getting distracted by the film, I was like, oh, I'm not interested. It pulls you right back in.
That's good.
Just like when you thought you were out, they pull me right back in.
They pull me back in.
Well, So my thoughts about this film. I can't help shake the feeling that they're hoping it's going to be a Frozen. You know? Because I kept thinking, like, if I had a little daughter who was about 4 or 5, maybe 6 years old, she would love this.
And the songs are good.
And the songs are catchy, and they would be hoping that the kids would, start singing the songs, and they would want to get dressed up in the costumes, and, that you could have a whole sort of Frozen thing going on.
Yep.
I do really think that this film suffers a little bit from not knowing who it's aimed at.
Yeah.
Like, who are you trying to catch? What's your demographic? Because it seems like they're trying to catch everybody.
That is a question we asked a lot of the time through this film.
Who's that joke for? And what is this scene for? And like, little kids are not going to get that, and it's not really that funny for adults. So like,
I think Pixar balances this so well. They have a storyline that the kids really enjoy the animation and the funny bits, and then adults really know what's going on, because even in like Pixar films, they have nods towards films like Exorcist, and the kids wouldn't know that.
Whew.
You wouldn't know that, but that's done well. Here, I wasn't sure whether it was teen, whether it was young, whether it's a musical, whether it's hopping along all these storylines, and I do think there will be an audience for this. There is a young family demographic on a Saturday morning. Go to the cinema, grab your popcorn, and watch this, and you'll enjoy it, and not think about it. And if that's what you need, then you'll love this.
Yeah.
If you are an adult and you love Pixar films, it's not at that standard.
No.
But there are funny moments, and there are interesting characters. John Cleese is in this as the godmother.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
Very weird.
I wasn't sure. And he's underused because he's not in it that much. But if you're going to have someone like John Cleese in this, I would have given him...
Yeah.
Because he's so good at doing that dry, rich comedy. That's the type of character you have in a Pixar film.
Yeah.
And I would have given him much more.
There was also, just to talk a little bit about the animation, there were moments where it felt really polished and really finished. And I remember you saying,
good.
oh, this animation is beautiful. And then there was another scene where you're like, it's kind of like when you're playing a game and it hasn't quite rendered properly.
Yeah, you're catching up. The ground where they're running was a particular part where we're like...
Yeah, and you're like, this is like...
That doesn't look good at all.
It's not finished.
Yeah.
Where's the detail, people?
And then the scene later when they were close up on I think it was someone was captured, and they were panning down on someone's leg, and I was like, wow,
yeah,
that looks amazing. That's so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit of a confusing one, this one. I did get distracted, and then I really enjoyed it. So yeah, let us know what did you think in the comments below. It's out soon, I think, in the UK, and then probably nationwide. I'm gonna give this
nationwide, worldwide.
Yeah,
in the UK, and then in the UK.
I'm still way too ill.
Oh, sorry.
I'm still sweating.
I know, I'm sweating too, but it's because it's good. We're having a heat wave in the UK. It's a bit exciting.
Heat wave, 28 degrees, and the people in the rest of
we're
the world
melting.
Like, what are you talking about?
Gosh, we're melting.
It's so hot. When's winter getting here?
I know, everyone's grumpy.
Anyway, as we go off subject, I'm going to give this a C+.
Okay.
I think it's good, and I think you'll find it will definitely find its audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a go. See what you think.
You're going to give this anything?
I don't know.
That's my mark.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be... I honestly couldn't say.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think C+ is fair because it's good in places and it's not so great in places. It's kind of down the line mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. On that silent note, thanks for watching this review.
Yeah.
Check out our other reviews if you can handle our rambling and me not speaking English most of the time. But until next time, remember,
live long and Tuesday.